Hey YouTube. Well, here's this 2009 Lincoln MKS with 108,000 miles. And you heard right, that's actually the most mileage I've ever heard on an MKS so far. Let's see around back. I've already seen 2010 Taurus with 110,000 miles already, even 2008 models, running perfectly with over 150. So let's do a tour of this one. Let's see the interior, perforated leather. It's a sharp looking interior. A little bit dirty. So let's start this one up. This one does not have push to start, just has a old school Ford key. Quite strange. You would have imagined this car having push button start. It's hot out here. Look at this. January, 85 degrees. Come on. Anyways, 2009 Lincoln MKS, 108,000 miles. You can see, not bullshitting you guys, this is right there. So, the 2009 MKS was the first model year, and this became Lincoln's flagship sedan. So let's talk about comfort. These cars are absolutely comfortable. The seats are so cushiony, they're so soft, they're heated and cool. So yeah, you can choose to heat your ass or chill your ass. I like it chilly sometimes. Backrest nicely bolstered. The bottom section also very soft, and thigh support is pretty good. Headroom is excellent. The roof is so high. Lots of shoulder room. Interior quality was very good in here in most areas. I will show off some parts that are quite snappy, but let me go over through the positives first. The entire dashboard is leather wrapped. It seems like it's leather wrapped. You can see the exposed stitching, nicely padded. Real wood accents. Glove box also nicely padded down the sides of the center stack. Glove box is a bit on the tiny side. Huge lid. There's no sharp edge or anything, but it is quite tiny overall. And it is damp, as you can see. And it sounds quite solid. So here's a display for the climate control and for the radio. Everything is up there. You can see the temperature, radio stations, whatever other info, outdoor temperature, the sound system adjustments, things like that. So here's the rest of the radio controls down here. You can see in dash 6 disc, this is where you load in everything. It does have Sirius satellite radio. Aux jack is somewhere. I'll show you where that is. Climate control down here. Heated and chilled front seats. You can see the options right there. This does have a dual zone climate control, by the way. I forgot to mention that. And it's also automatic. Vehicle info, such as a trip computer, average MPGs, things like that. Everything is controlled down here. Vehicle stability control and hazards. Soothing. We have a 6-speed auto with manual shift mode. Shifter feels quite cheap. All you hear is a hunk of plastic moving around. I do not like that. It doesn't sound solid. There's a little pocket in here. You have a power outlet. More cup holders. Again, you can cover it up if you wish. This one does have Microsoft Sync, obviously. Here's the armrest. And the rest of the center console. Center console is sure-footed. Not much you can store in there. It is quite dirty. You have your USB, connect your iPod, obviously, or whatever other MP3 player. You have your aux jack and power outlets. The lid also is quite sturdy too, but it is twisty because it is divided here, you can see. You see, you can slide it forward if you wish. I like that it's individual, so that's quite nice. And you can see the exposed stitching. It's starting to get a bit worn here. 108,000 mile car. They didn't properly condition or wash these seats very good. You can see it's quite dirty, and there's like a little piece of gum stuck there. It's It's gross. But yeah, this is what I was talking about, things being a bit snappy. See, this piece here does come off rather easily. You can see. Can't really snap it off though, but I think with more effort it will. Knee cover nicely clamped in. It's also padded. Here's the steering wheel. It is very thick, and it does have some wood on top, as you can see. Cruise control, radio controls, and Microsoft Sync, but I'm not going to make that bitch start talking at me now. Steering wheel tilts and telescopes electrically. There's a little button right there. This is where you dislodge the trunk, and headlamps. You pull for the fogs. The door panel is nicely padded on top, very plush. Even the sides, everything is soft touch, armrest. Even down below, every single thing here is padded. So, yeah, you can see the exposed stitching. Power windows. All 4 windows go up and down automatically. So that's a plus. Window lock, memory seating, but to access the memory seating, it's rather cumbersome. I mean, you really need to have a skinny hand to really access those buttons. Not too crazy with this chrome accent. I mean, you can see how disgusting it gets. All smudgy water stains. Power door locks and power mirrors. They are heated, by the way. Your headliner's nicely plush, very cushiony. Here's a sun visor. You can see it has the HomeLink garage door opener right there. This looks rather cheap, though. The mirror and vanity light. Many low-end Fords came with this same mirror and vanity light, and it's just so out of place for this car. Really cheap looking. Sun visor is nicely thick, though, and plush. But yeah, not the right mirror and vanity light for this car. More lighting fixtures here. Little pouch here for the sunglasses. Feels a bit flimsy. Another secondary pouch. You can see how the plastic here is starting to shave right there, peeling. Or, yeah, you can see I'm getting it with my nail. So yeah, that's not too good. The same cheap looking mirror and vanity light. Has the motion shade handles on 3 of the doors. They are damped, but they also look very cheap. It does not go in with this car either. As soon as you open it, sharp corners, the exposed spring and everything. And you can see the rearview mirror. I'm quite sure it also dims. And likely this car does have the rain sensing wipers. Lincoln's been doing that since 2003, I believe. Now this is where you adjust the seats. I forgot to show you that. Backrest, lumbar support, and this is where you adjust the height of the lumbar support. So let's check out the back seat. Let me open the hood. Dislodge the trunk. I think I did that already. Oh, I forgot to show you off the wipers. It's intermittent speed, has many speeds right there. Materials carry over into the back seat when it comes to the door panel. Nothing changes. Everything is soft touch. The back seat is just cavernous. There's lots and lots of leg room. I had the seat adjusted roughly to where I would have liked it. Maybe I would have adjusted it a little bit forward to my liking. And you can see lots and lots of leg room, and the seat is high, so it's going to have excellent thigh support. The perforated leather still follows through. And these seats are also heated, as you can see. It says right there, you do have a power outlet and rear AC, seat pockets, armrest, twisty lid though, little storage area, and dual cup holders. Nicely padded on top. Trunk access. Have some lighting fixtures up on each side. So yeah, that's the back seats. Also has the backup sensors. This one does have a cavernous trunk. The only thing is trunk access is quite horrible. You can see the opening to the trunk. Not very much, but once you get inside, it's huge. We should have a spare tire. It's right there. Trunk light to the side. Nothing much else here. Another trunk light in here. So the dual exhausts. This one is going to have 18-inch wheels and obviously rear disc brakes. You can hear the compressor's a little bit noisy. It sounds a little bit sloppy. Again, a look at the front end as its fogs. The Lincoln waterfall grille has really grown old nowadays. And the 3.7 liter dual overhead cam V6. This engine first came out in the Mazda CX-9 in 2007 or 2008. I forgot which year the first year the CX-9 came out. Everything's all covered up. Transmission fluid dipstick is right there, so this is still an easy car to service right in your own garage. Nothing complicated about it. Let's see if this car does have HIDs. Yep, this car does have HIDs, you can see, and it's fogs. And here's the keyless entry. Swipe to activate. See how it illuminates right there. Ford has had keyless entry with a 5-digit code since the late 80s. Almost a 4K rev limiter. So YouTube, that's the 2009 Lincoln MKS.